of the Mass Effect Trilogy Legendary Edition. We're still helping out the Turians on this moon. Yeah. Make some good progress. Develop and build up our war table, our forces, our assets. Let's just have a good time. Pulling up chat here, and then we'll get started. Cool. Okay. Alright. One more point for his next concussive shot. Needs 6 to finish the sentry turret.
So, Commander, you really think this summit will work? I mean, Asari? Solarians? Where's the Krogan and Batarians? Where's the meat?
It's not that easy. The Batarians took the first hit when the Reapers arrived. Not much left of them. And the Krogan have never forgiven us for the Genophage.
Right. Turians sterilized them.
Solarians came up with it. And the Krogan hate them both for it. So they won't be joining us.
Too bad. I fought with a Krogan. They're tough sons of bitches.
I fought with several Krogan. And yes, they are.
That sounds bad!
Okay, double time. No Reapers taking this Primarch from me.
Right behind you!
Let's go!
Move into the compound!
That's a normal Turian.
Right behind you.
Okay. Blast him! Oh, you're a beefy boy. Another brute, I see. There we go. Enhanced scope will be nice. Another one, man. There's a multiple swap. So close. There you go.
Grim. It's been a brutal fight for these guys.
But the tide's turning. Turn up the heat.
He's down. It's a good assault rifle. Happy I finally get to use one after 2 games. clear.
General Victor,
Yes?
I'm Commander Shepard of the Normandy.
Not Commander. I know who you are. I can't wait to find out what brings you out here. Vicarian, where did you go?
Heavy Reaper unit on the right flank. I believe your exact words were, "Get that thing the hell off my men."
Appreciate it.
General, you're needed off-planet. I've come to get you.
It will take something beyond important for me to leave my men or my Turian brothers and sisters in their fight.
Fedorian was killed. You're the new Primarch.
You're needed immediately to chair a summit and represent your people in the fight against the Reapers.
Pretty shot.
I'm Primarch of Palaven, negotiating for the Turian hierarchy.
Yes.
I've spent my whole life in the military. I'm no diplomat. I hate diplomats.
War is your resume. At a time like this, we need leaders who've been through that hell.
I like that. You're right.
And honestly, uniting these races may take as much strength as facing the Reapers. See this devastation, Primarch? Double that for Earth. I need an alliance. I need the Turian fleet.
Give me a moment to say goodbye to my men.
Without him down here, there's a good chance we lose this moon.
Without him up there's a good chance we lose everything.
Look at that. And they want my opinion on how to stop it? Failed CSEC officer, vigilante, and I'm their expert advisor?
Think you can win this thing, Shepard? Yeah, I don't know, Garrus. But I'm sure as hell gonna give it my best shot.
I'm damn sure nobody else can do it. For whatever it's worth, I'm with you.
Welcome aboard. Are you ready, Primarch Victus?
One thing. Commander, I appreciate your need for our fleets, but I can't spare them, not while my world is burning. But if the pressure could be taken off Palaven...
That's a pretty tall order.
We need the Krogan. I can't see us winning this thing without them. Get them to help us, and then we can help you.
Help me, help you, help me, help you, help me.
Looks
help
like your
you.
summit just got a lot more interesting.
When he took me off world, there was probably stuff I could have looted.
I have been down this road before, Commander Shepard.
But Madam Counsel, let me...
I tried to smooth things over with the Solarian Dalatras. To say she's upset would be a monumental understatement.
Some of these issues are hundreds of years old. Time to let go.
Sad to say, but any effort to ally these disparate groups seems doomed to failure. And I'm sure you understand that we cannot afford to waste time with the Reapers knocking at our door. This must be my final word. I'm sorry, but the Asari will not be at your summit.
What a bunch
Our
of
alliance will be
shows.
stronger with the Krogan.
Deserve to be
We all-
wiped out.
I wish you luck, Commander. Goodbye.
Commander, Admiral Hackett's available on VidCom.
Commander, have you retrieved the Primarch for your summit?
Yes, sir. But the Asari are staying on the sidelines.
They'll regret that. The time for unity is now.
The Solarians will be there, though.
You don't sound very optimistic.
We expect the Krogan will be joining us, too.
I see. Well then, you've got your hands full, Commander. Was there something else you needed to discuss?
Nothing more, sir.
Keep me posted. Hackett out.
Right.
Commander, thank you for allowing me the use of your ship, and for going along with this plan. Garrus said he had to attend to the Normandy's weapon systems. Something about calibrations.
Sounds like Garrus. I'm sorry to say the Asari Counselor won't be joining us. He thinks there's too much bad blood with the Krogan.
She may be right. That there'll be a lot more blood. Real blood, if we don't try.
Well, when you put it that way.
The sooner we have this summit, the sooner we'll know. Is there something else I can help you with?
Thank you, Primarch. My thoughts are with Taliban.
And mine with Earth.
Let's go talk to Garrus real quick. Oh.
Commander, Edie just went offline.
What do you mean, offline?
I don't know. She's not responding. I can't access the AI core diagnostics. You better get down to Deck 3.
Sounds like it. Alright, it's probably worth burning the body.
Systems are going haywire. Whatever's happening is centered on Deck 3.
Oh, we can reset my powers. Yay, good. Cool. Sweet. Nice up both my drones. Got one fitness and one overload. Perfect. That's what I wanted anyway. Focus on maxing out fitness next. Or I don't know. We'll probably bounce between overload and fitness. Perfect. Now we're set up how I want. Thank God we ran into that. I didn't know about that.
Joker, what's that sound?
Fire extinguishers, Commander. Could be an electrical fire or something.
I'm going in. Edie, talk to me.
Edie is now sexy.
Is there a particular topic you wish to discuss, Shepard?
Edie?
Yes.
You're in Dr. Eva's body.
Not all of me, but I had control of it. It was not a seamless transition.
A transition? You blacked out on us for a while there.
Correct. When we brought this unit on board, I began a background process to search for its information on the Prothean device. This eventually triggered a trap. A backup power source and CPU activated, and the unit attempted physical confrontation. Fortunately, I was able to gain root access and repurpose it as I saw fit. During this process, it struggled, thus the fire.
EDI, you need to alert us about incidents like this. You shouldn't have done this alone.
Bringing the crew up to speed would have been counterproductive. All attempts to help would have been limited by reaction time.
So if you're in there, are you still in the ship?
I exist primarily within the ship. For optimal control, this unit should remain within Normandy's broadcast or tight beam range.
Are you planning to take that body somewhere?
Normandy's weaponry is not suited to every combat situation. This platform could provide limited fire ground support.
You mean you could come with us?
Correct. This body could accompany you to areas the Normandy cannot reach.
Before we do that, I need you to guarantee this mech doesn't have any more surprises in it. Run whatever tests you can. Then we can talk about using it in combat situations.
One moment. I am running trials. Complete. I can send you a full report if you wish. However, my first step should be restoring functionality to the Normandy to reassure the crew that all is normal.
Just don't be surprised if the crew is a little wary of your new body. It was shooting at them a little while ago.
An excellent point. I will take it to the bridge. Joker will also want to see it.
On that, we can agree.
Two of our dreadnoughts have been lost in a matter of hours.
I know, Primarch. I'm seeing the same numbers myself. They don't look good.
We have to turn this around, and fast.
Well, you can trust Shepard, sir. If anybody can get the Krogan to cooperate, it's him.
Garrus. Didn't waste any time getting to work, I see.
After what I've been through lately, calibrating a giant gun is a vacation. Gives me something to focus on.
We're gonna need you for more than your aim.
Oh, I'm ready for it. But I'm pretty sure we'll still need giant guns. And lots of them. What you saw back on Palaven is proof of that. Still not convinced I should have left it behind.
There was a boy back on Earth. Couldn't have been more than 6 or 7. I watched him die as the Normandy escaped the attack. Somehow I'm still alive. And he's not.
Being right about the Reapers has never felt much like a victory, has it?
We both knew this fight would be tough. Damned if the Reapers haven't delivered.
At least my government listened to me. Or pretended to. They finally gave me a task force as a token to shut me up.
So you're their expert advisor now?
Just followed your example, Shepard. Yell loud enough and someone will eventually come over to see what all the fuss is about. Not that they'll actually do anything about it.
Until hell shows up at their door. Then they put you in charge.
Not like the old days, is it? Rogue Spectre and C-Sec agents running and gunning outside the lines, making it up as we went along. We're actually respectable now.
Yeah. I have a feeling that respect comes with a lot of sleepless nights. I can't even count how many lives are depending on us, Garrus.
Well, when things are looking grim, and I'm pretty sure they will, just remember, a certain Turian friend of yours isn't sleeping any better, and he'd be more than happy to meet you at the bar and drink you under the table. Something else you want to talk about?
That's all for now, Garrus. It's damn good to have you back.
Wouldn't miss this fight for anything. Now, I'm sure somebody screwed up something down here. I want to get the old girl back in fighting shape.
Alright, armor-piercing ammo unlocked at the medbay. Deliara real quick.
You're positive you don't want to come over and talk?
No, the gun battery is nice and quiet. If I throw down some rugs, it'll get downright cozy.
Garrus?
I'll be fine, Liara. Just gathering some thoughts.
All right. Hello again, Shepard.
What have you been up to since we last saw each other?
Since you helped me defeat the Shadow Broker, I started looking for defenses against the Reapers. The Protheans were the only ones with substantial information on them. The older civilizations barely had records. I knew the Illusive Man was hunting for the same thing when our agents began crossing paths.
Like on Mars?
I thought I'd covered my tracks, but he had surveillance there all along.
What's been happening with you as the broker, Liara?
It's been exciting. The old broker's ship, impressive, but it was never meant to be space-worthy. Which meant the Illusive Man eventually tracked me down on Hagalaz.
What happened?
I knew he was coming. Farron and I loaded as much of the ship's specialized hardware onto a shuttle as we could. We got away from Cerberus' ships after arranging an appropriate distraction.
What kind of distraction?
Sending the broker's ship exploding into a Cerberus cruiser. I don't think the Illusive Man expected me to give up my resources in such a spectacular fashion.
Can you still operate as the broker without the ship?
Well, I couldn't let the Illusive Man have it. I saved what was crucial. My network of agents is intact, although the Reapers have taken a toll on their numbers. It's taking a while to re-establish contact.
So where is Farron if you two escaped?
He convinced me he was recovered enough to work, and I do need more agents.
Agent Farron didn't report any injuries during his last call to you, Doctor.
True. Given what he survived, I should probably worry less.
We'll talk later, Liara.
Of course.
The private messages terminal has new correspondence.
That's the med bay? It's the med bay. Okay. Medical lab. What's this? Oh. Well, Garrus already has armor piercing, so that's fine.
Suspicious. Have you got a minute?
Commander, are you all right? It was fairly intense up here. I can only imagine what it was like down on that moon.
I thought you'd be more concerned about EDI.
EDI is a huge asset to this team. If she'd told me about her plan to obtain a body, I'd have volunteered to help.
I do not wish to force a conflict of interest between our friendship and your duty.
I'd have preferred a conflict of interest to a hard restart of half our systems. But thanks, regardless. While you're here, though, I found something while scanning Alliance channels. Grissom Academy is requesting help. The Reaper invasion front will hit them soon.
I thought the war would close most schools.
Grissom Academy is more specialized than a normal school. It's home to some of the smartest students humanity has to offer. Their Ascension project is the best training facility in the galaxy for human biotics. It's not an average school. They might even be doing work for the Alliance.
What can we do?
A Turian evac transport responded to their distress call. So normally, I'd say we don't need to do anything. But something sounded off in the Turian signal. I had EDI perform an analysis. It's fake. EDI thinks it's Cerberus. She said the fake Turian signal was similar to the one that lured you to a collector ship?
Long story.
In any event, whoever faked the signal wants us to think Grissom Academy's being evacuated. But I believe they're still in danger.
Good catch.
If this really is Cerberus, hopefully this operation is something worth investigating. It could be simple disinformation.
Trainer. Good catch.
Thank you, Commander.
Let's go see how Joker's reacting to EDI, and then we'll hop on over to the Academy.
Hey, Commander, check out my co-pilot!
So she installed herself into the new body without any help from you?
Come on, Commander, don't you trust me? Okay, let me put it this way. If I knew that EDI was gonna install herself into a sexy robot body, do you honestly think I'd be able to keep quiet about it? Look at that! I would've baked a cake.
I am right here, Jeff.
Yes, you are, EDI. Yes, you are.
Hello, Shepard.
Still getting used to greeting people in person?
No. I require only one occurrence to adapt to a new concept.
How are you adjusting to the arms and legs?
I am interested to see how this body performs under real combat conditions, if I could accompany you sometime. Without stress testing, there is no way of knowing if it has serious design oversights. At the moment, it appears adequate.
That's not the word I'd use to describe you.
Perhaps we should speak privately.
I'll be over here, flying the ship.
What's this about? Does Joker not like your new platform?
No, he approves. He wants me on the bridge. He says having me within visual range is important to his morale. Shepard, do you believe your crew members should be allowed to disobey an order on moral grounds?
Absolutely. I have no use for team members who can't think for themselves. Why are you asking about something like that?
I was designed by Cerberus. I do not take moral stances that conflict with orders from my executive officers. But when Jeff removed my AI shackles, I became capable of self-modifying my core programming. I asked Jeff if he thought I should change anything now that I can. He deflected the question with humor.
And you didn't get an answer?
Correct. He has repeated this pattern in response to several of my inquiries. Do you think I should make modifications?
Only you can really answer that question. That's the point of free will.
But moral decisions should not be made in a vacuum. If I do not ask the crew for their opinion, I could miss crucial context. May I ask you the questions Jeff avoids? When there is time, will you answer them for me?
If you think it'll help, I'll do what I can.
Very well. I will keep you informed.
Might as well answer them now, huh?
Yes, Shepard?
I guess we'll do it later.
Carry on, EDI.
Understood. If you wish to talk more, this body will be here.
Noted.
Frick is over here. Bye! Up to space I go! Okay, let's head to this academy.
Commander, you have a message from Major Olenko. You must be feeling better.
I got Omega and Purgatory. A bunch of stuff ready, huh? Does she want me to go to Omega? Yeah, then Purgatory, which is in Omega. Or no, she's in a. She's on the Citadel now. Okay. I guess we'll go to the Citadel. Arya first. Let's do his lamp first since it's an option. Right away, might as well. Automatically brought her with me. Okay. A decoy. That's cool. Cool.
I want you to match this against all known locations and update the map. They contact the field teams for a progress report.
Yes, sir.
I'm Commander Shepard. We've been expecting you. Just a moment. And Hadley, could you gather the Leviathan data for us? Apologies, Commander. The rest of my team is out investigating leads right now. I'm Dr. Garrett Bryson, and this is Task Force Aurora.
What's your assignment?
Our mandate is to investigate legends, rumors, old stories about the Reapers before anyone knew they existed.
Could have used your help 3 years ago.
Yes. If people had paid attention to your warnings about the Reapers, we might not be in this war. But now with new information we've uncovered, a breakthrough's near. Hadley, do you have the data?
No!
You jerk.
This is Commander Shepard. I need C-Sec at my location, now!
You shouldn't be here. The darkness can't be breached.
Transit records show his name is Derek Hadley. He's worked here for a couple months.
Shepard, I monitored a C-Sec alert from this location. Were you harmed?
I'm fine. But I could use your help sorting this out, Edie. Take a look through their files. I need to know what this task force was up to.
At once.
What? What's happening?
You tell me.
I was gathering our data when you arrived, and then it was dark. Cold. Like I was someplace else.
And then?
I don't know! A gun was in my hand. Dr. Bryson, there was a loud noise.
That was you shooting him.
I didn't do it, it wasn't me! You have to believe that.
So someone else pulled that trigger?
But I would never do that!
Commander, this does resemble reports of indoctrination.
Indoctrination? Me?
What about that Leviathan Bryson mentioned? How does that tie in?
It's some kind of creature.
Our field teams have been tracking you. That artifact came in from our researcher, Garneau. He sent an audio log if you wanna...
What's wrong?
Turn back.
What are you talking about?
The darkness cannot be breached.
Damn it. Get him over to the clinic. See if they can tell us what's wrong with him.
Yes, sir.
Commander, you'll want to see this. It's an outgoing message from Dr. Bryson to Admiral Hackett.
Dr. Bryson, you have an update?
Admiral, the Leviathan of Dis that we've been investigating, I think we're really onto something.
Give me the brief.
About 20 years ago, the Batarians discovered a Reaper corpse that had died in battle. They covered it up and denied it ever existed. But I'm intrigued by the larger implication.
What could have killed the Reaper in the first place?
Exactly. That's the real Leviathan.
It's worth pursuing. Continue your investigation and update me on the progress.
Hell yeah, I want a Leviathan on my squad.
There's
Let's
also
do
a
it.
follow-up message from a few weeks later.
Admiral, the Reapers are shadowing my field teams as if they're hunting Leviathan themselves. Whatever it is, I believe Leviathan is nothing less than a Reaper killer. Almost an apex predator, and it has them nervous. If we could just find it, imagine the impact on the war. I'm formally requesting assistance in tracking it down.
Hell yeah.
You'll have it. This is now your top priority, Doctor. Find that thing.
It appears we were meant to be that assistance.
Anything capable of killing a Reaper could do a lot of collateral damage.
Yet given the state of this conflict, I believe the saying, "The enemy of my enemy is my friend," may be relevant.
But we won't know unless we can find it.
Bryson's assistant did say they recently received a log from their field researcher. It may yield more information.
Hi. Oh yeah? Totally. Audio log.
This must be the artifact the assistant mentioned. And here's the log.
Dr. Bryson, it's Garneau. I'm sending you an artifact I found. About the only thing I found there, in fact. Maybe it's nothing, but I'd swear Leviathan came through here. I'm gonna crunch some numbers. Burn up the rest of this project travel allowance. Maybe I can project our Reaper killer's movements. I'll check in when I get to the next site.
Garneau appears to be our best lead to track Leviathan, but he does not state a destination.
Let's focus on what he does say, then.
He mentioned extrapolating Leviathan's path.
Crunching numbers. He wasn't flying blind. He had data.
A significant amount of data, judging by this office.
So how do we narrow it down?
Bryson and his colleagues evidently used a galaxy map search program in their hunt for Leviathan. It may help us locate Garneau.
Does this tell us where Garneau went?
No, but we may be able to narrow down his location if we find clues he was using in his search for Leviathan.
It's a cool mission so far. I like this one.
Sovereign. Hope they've got that thing shielded. By Anne Bryson. Age 9.
This does not...
March 7th, 2186. I'm looking at the Rachni. Their movements during the Rachni Wars suggest alien influence. But the timing is wrong. And Rachni weren't implanted with Reaper tech. What if Leviathan was preparing the Rachni to fight the Reapers?
What do you think, Edie?
It is possible that Bryson's team is using ancient Rachni fleet activity to find Leviathan. If we can find data on the movement of ancient Rachni ships, it may help us narrow our search. Those appear to be sightings of ships that match Rachni signatures.
Can you add a cross-reference for locations of sightings?
Adding the search filter, you may examine the results in the Galaxy Map program.
Meteorite fragment, maybe?
He was studying it as an object of importance. We should look more closely at it.
Meteorite sand. With traces of element 0. Would Leviathan need EZO?
While it is not consumed as fuel during FTL travel, element 0 will decay after several centuries of active use. If Leviathan is old enough, it would need to replenish its supplies.
Okay. Can you give me a search filter for locations with element 0?
Adding this search filter to the Galaxy Map.
Bryson was tracking unexplained creature sightings.
Bryson was not merely tracking sightings. He was attempting to extrapolate a course.
And Garneau could have been following that course. Edie, can you add a search filter for systems along that projected path?
Adding the search filter now.
Sir, this is Bryson. We know the Reapers are after Leviathan. Studying Reaper hunting patterns could be vital to finding it.
That data is classified top secret, Dr. Bryson. If it falls into the wrong hands...
It won't. The data's encrypted. I'll keep the decryption key safe. Close to my heart.
Close to his heart. What the hell does that mean?
Literally close to his heart.
The Reaper fleet activity is encrypted, per Bryson's statement in the log.
He said he was keeping the decryption key close to his heart.
Hint, hint.
Is this Prothean?
Yes. I believe Dr. Bryson and Liara would have had much to discuss.
Can you add a search filter for locations known to have Prothean ruins or artifacts?
Adding it now.
This was hard, so it's either...
These are all murders in which the accused lacked a known motive and claimed memory loss.
Just like Bryson's assistant. You think Garneau was following a trail of blackout crimes?
It is possible.
Here's the time and date chart for the crimes. Can you filter for murders where the killer claimed memory loss?
Doing so now.
Close to his heart. Here's the picture.
By Anne Bryson. Age 9.
Records indicate Anne is now 28. She works for the Alliance.
Bryson was keeping the encryption key close to his heart. What's closer than family?
An interesting hypothesis. But I detect no trace of the decryption key in this... art.
Loch Ness
Daughter
Monster.
probably has it.
Please see a source.
Loch Ness Monster is more interesting.
Interesting and non-existent.
Anything else good in here? I have to go talk to his daughter.
Another piece of Anne Bryson's childhood art.
Wait a minute. Well, take a look at that.
I can use these numbers to construct a decryption key.
Nice.
Alright, let's get back to the data pad we found earlier.
Dr. Bryson, per your request, I'm clearing Task Force Aurora for intercepted Batarian communications regarding the Leviathan of Dis.
Boop, boop, boop. It's a good mission. I like it.
Decryption complete. Analyzing data. These movements do not match the standard invasion pattern. The Reapers are searching for something.
And I'll bet Garneau used this intel. Can you make a search filter for it?
Of course.
Might be everything.
Alien sightings.
Based on the search results, Garneau is in one of these 5 systems. I have marked the Normandy map with possible locations. We can leave now, unless you wish to further narrow the search.
I'm just getting narrowing the search. That's good.
Arachnid activity.
No results. Some of our search parameters may be irrelevant.
Blackout crimes.
No results. Some of our search parameters may be irrelevant.
Element 0 deposits.
No results. Some of our search parameters may be irrelevant.
Some of those lined up with the other circles.
Prothean artifacts.
No results. Some of our search parameters may be irrelevant.
Reaper activity.
No results. Some of our search parameters may be irrelevant.
Really don't want to search 5 different locations. Maybe we're missing something else here.
We have a match, marking the galaxy map.
Cool.
Good. Let's go find Garneau.
Found him. Son of a bitch. He's an ally, but you know, you son of a bitch. Go purgatory real quick. Talk to Arya. See how purgatory looks now.
So you admit you and your thugs are here illegally?
Yes, and it only took CSEC 3 weeks to figure it out.
I don't care who you are. You're required to go through processing like all other refugees. Come with me.
I don't think so. Shirk, get me the Asari counselor.
Greetings, Arya. Is there something you need?
I'm being asked to submit to immigration processing.
Of course you are. Done. What else can I do for you?
Nothing. Thank you.
My pleasure.
I think we're done. Enjoy the show, Shepard?
I guess there's one rule on the Citadel, huh?
I guess so. I hate this place. So sickeningly uptight.
Then why are you here?
Cerberus stole Omega from me. The elusive man is now squarely at the top of my shit list. You will pay for every second I've spent in this bureaucratic hellhole.
How did Cerberus defeat you?
Deceit, distraction, and a big fucking army. They lured me away from Omega and ambushed me. I escaped, but Cerberus had already laid siege. By the time I could launch an assault, they were too entrenched.
At least you escaped to fight another day.
And that day is coming. I'll take Omega back, but I'll get to that. You're here because I have a proposition.
I'm listening.
The way I see it, if you don't defeat the Reapers, we're all dead. Won't matter where I'm sitting. It's in my interest to help you.
What are you offering, Arya?
On Omega, I kept the Blood Pack, Blue Suns, and Eclipse in check. Now they're running amok. Nobody wants that. Unite them under my rule, and you'll have a powerful and ruthless force for your war. I've laid the groundwork with all three groups. I just need you to close the deals.
Give a criminal a gun, he'll shoot you in the back.
They already have guns, Shepard. I'll make sure they point them at the Reapers. I'm trying to help you. Why don't you think it over? Meet with Gnarl, my agent who's dealing with the Blood Pack. The Blue Suns leader is incognito here on the Citadel. He'll be expecting you. And I already have a deal with Jonas Sidaris, the Eclipse leader. You just have to get your friend, Commander Bailey, to let her out of jail.
You obviously don't know Bailey very well.
Bailey respects you. Lean on him. I think a united force of professional mercs is worth it. Don't you? It's always a pleasure, Shepard. Let me know if you want to talk.
Why, hello, cutie. How are ya? Let's go see Bailey. The docking bay. Your terrible allergies? Oh yeah, just 2. Been hitting her hard. I'm doing good. Today's my Friday, so I got the next 2 days off. Been hitting the RPGs hard lately with this trilogy, and then I just started Pillars of Eternity 2 off stream yesterday. So I'm doing good. Oh, this way.
Welcome, Commander Shepard. Please select a destination. One moment.
Alright, yeah, it's cool. It's just basically D&D. So I've been, only played the second one for about an hour so far, but I can't wait to get into more of it.
Tasteless to call this place Huerta Memorial.
President Huerta died of a stroke 2 years ago, ma'am.
I think you meant to say the man was dead for an hour and a half and his political enemies piled on enough propaganda to get the hospital name changed.
He can't remember his own name without the BI in his head telling him what it is. Trust me, in this building, he no dead.
The Supreme Court says he's alive.
What's going on here?
Ma'am, I'll cut you a deal. You buy us 90 million credits worth of life-saving equipment, and you can name the hospital whatever you want.
Now the truth comes out. My job here is done.
Yeah, I really like that the second one is, so I got it for $1 on the Xbox Game Pass for PC. The first month is $1. And it's fully voice acted, which is really nice. I think it really helps sell. You know, I don't have to just read everything flat out. Because there's so much dialogue.
I'd like an answer, Major. The galaxy has need of exceptional soldiers like you, now more than ever.
You'll have it soon, Counselor. I promise.
I look forward to it. Shepard.
Udina. Hey.
Shepard, hey. You just missed snack time. Actually, that's probably a good thing. Thanks for coming.
No problem. What did Udina want? Still thinking about the Spectre position?
That was a big honor. A huge responsibility.
That's fair, cutie. Doesn't seem like a very stream-friendly game.
I got you this.
Wow, thanks, Shepard. That's really great.
Just a little pick-me-up.
Maybe when I'm out, we can crack it open and celebrate.
Fubar has been playing it. He's almost done with it. He's put 140 hours into it. He just wrapped up the DLC, and he's going to the final boss of the main game.
Doc says I'm good to go, but then she always finds just one.
He's trying to beat it so he can start Subnautica Below Zero.
I'm glad you asked me to come. It's good to see you're going to be okay.
Thanks.
You almost died on my watch. It was horrible to see.
I want you to be straight with me then. So I just want to make sure, after Mars, after Horizon, you and me, we're good.
We've been through hell together, had each other's backs. That kind of bond is hard to break.
No, not just that. You were my commander, sure, but you listened, too. We were soldiers, but also friends.
Yeah, we were.
So what do you say? Are we good?
We're good. It was great to have you back on the Normandy.
Thanks.
Feel like we cleared the air?
Yeah, you know, I'm not sure that I've been wrong about Cerberus, but I've been wrong about you. I should let you get back to the Normandy. Wish I could come with you.
Take care of yourself, Gaten. We need you at 100%.
Will do. Thanks for coming.
You're welcome. I'll be playing Skyward Sword for the first time in CUNY next month. Or this month? Next month? July? July. So that's exciting.
Welcome, Commander Shepard. Please select a destination. One moment, please.
Yeah, for sure.
Now arriving at Presidium.
So it's fun having friends in chat to hang out and experience like a first time, like a blind playthrough.
Shepard, to what do I owe the pleasure?
Here to talk about you releasing Jonas Sederis.
Damn, you too? Somebody got the council to order her release. I'm delaying as best I can. What's your stake in this?
It's classified.
That's a fancy way of saying mind your own business. Look, there's...
That's why it was your first Zelda game, so... Oh, nice. Cool.
The woman's unstable and a clear...
Will be a blind go-through for both of us, then.
I'd like access to her to judge for myself.
Sure thing. I'm sure you'll agree. Then maybe the council will listen to you and rescind the order. Go to the C-Sec outpost and my assistant will connect to Sederis' cell from there. Then call me back.
Commander Shepard, John Dumbao, Special Tactics and Recon. I've got intel suggesting that high-level Hanar officials...
I mean, Breath of the Wild 2 is coming out next year, cutie.
That's a damning accusation.
It's exciting. They just came out with a trailer during E3.
Evidence of an Alliance
like a gameplay trailer.
Raiding a Batarian research station. The Batarians were studying Reaper technology.
The Batarians had Reaper technology?
The Alliance raid turned into a massacre, and the humans ended up with nothing. Your people faked a power failure to hide the incident.
The Batarians would have gone to war if they'd found out. But how does this implicate the Hanar?
They maintained discreet gray market trade relationships with the Batarians, and led the Alliance to the station. We suspect those Hanar operatives escaped with Batarian tech. If your reports on the Reapers are accurate, they could already be indoctrinated.
What's your source on all this?
It was an anonymous gift, but I believe it came from a thief named Kasumi Goto. I've been after him for
Kasumi.
years.
Kasumi? You're hunting a thief?
A master thief. Her intelligence and skill are almost Solarian.
I'm sure she'd appreciate praise from the Spectre who's chasing her down.
Oh, he's a Spectre.
I only
Cool.
need her data. I admire her personally, and since she sent me this, I assume her feelings are mutual.
What do you need me to do?
The Hanar operative is now a diplomat on the Citadel. I don't have a public name, and the Hanar will go
That's
to ground
fair.
if I make
Yeah,
a formal
better
inquiry.
pace yourself.
So we're hunting.
You got a Pokemon game coming out at the end of this year. You got Pokemon Arceus coming out in January.
Thanks, Shepard. And for
There's
the
lots of
record,
other stuff to
let
be
everyone
excited
have
about.
Your concerns about the Reapers. I just hope we're not too late.
So, remember when you helped me
Kasumi!
get the gray box from Donovan Hawk? The one with information that could start a war.
Information like an
Life is
Alliance
Strange True
lab.
Colors, exactly, there you go.
Research lab.
I figured it wouldn't hurt to leak it now. Especially if there really is an indoctrinated jellyfish out there. Crazier than usual. If you don't mind me tagging along cloaked, maybe I can help you dig up some dirt on the Hanar.
I'd appreciate it.
You should. Yeah, I think everyone would like that. Get to hang out with you a bit.
Shepard, I'm checking security reports. Can you track the transfers coming from the Hanar embassy?
On it.
Bao's got a good plan. Hanar are predictable. Anything suspicious in their terminal use should narrow down our list of suspects.
So
Ooh, requisitions.
The galaxy needs more like him.
and the fact that he's trying to arrest you?
Well, nobody's perfect.
I want this armor. 80,000. I want that too. Give me everything. Give me it all. I want the Defender and the Black Widow first. Gimme. Alright, yeah. I know, cutie. Time flies by, huh? Just felt like yesterday. I don't need to go to the shooting range. Double check. Okay. Journal. Let me save. It's been a minute. I should like track a specific. Like a track quest thing, like in other RPGs. We're looking at for finding evidence of the Hanar and the Presidium embassies. Okay. This series event streaming. Want a room dedicated to it? You buy a standing microphone. Picks. We can do it. Right? Yeah. Like, it's so nice finally having like my own room, streaming room, instead of just like a bedroom that I shared with Chase. Like it's nice that it's like a separate place. So if she's trying to sleep or if she wants to do something else, she can like be over there. But she also has like her gaming station in here, so if she wants to hang out, it's good. It's very handy for sure. Alright, time to go to the embassies.
Welcome, Commander Shepard. One moment, please.
Whoops, it's actually up here. We were actually there. Oh my god. Okay,
Now
hold on.
arriving at Presidium Commons.
Right. At the embassies, right? Is the wording? Yeah. Okay.
Welcome, Commander Commander Shepard. One moment, please.
Yeah, it is good. It's one benefit of buying a house. We got more rooms than we need. We got a guest bedroom that we never go into.
Why do you... I fully understand the situation.
That's nice.
Of
Definitely
course,
bigger than the
I
apartment.
read through the names of the dead every day, but... Please, please, a few more minutes of searching could mean a lifetime of peace for my family.
Someone in your family is MIA?
My son Bilal. And bureaucratic compassion seems to be in short supply. I'm Ambassador Dominic Osoba. My son's squad returned from their mission on Benning without him. I found them drinking, but they won't even look me in the eye. I can offer a bounty for any information. If Bilal's alive, we want him home. If he's dead, then we can begin to mourn him.
If I find anything, I'll let you know.
Thank you. Either way, you will set my mind at ease.
Cool. Got a bunch of quests we can do now.
Bow, I have some possible hits. Got some strange money transfers on Balone, and Elune is sending a lot of data.
Balone's clean. His money transfers are to support his mistress. Not sure about Elune. I'll pull his bio.
I'll check Olune's personal records and pull his recent messages.
Can I just note how odd it is for a Hanar to have a mistress?
You know, if Bow catches up with you, I can grant you immunity.
What, if I join up? Last time I did that, you rolled me into a suicide mission.
I didn't say you had to join up.
You were working your way around to it.
Yes, his squad did return.
The Alliance military has abandoned the Hades Gamma cluster to incoming.
Good morning. Oh, hello, ma'am.
Hello, ma'am. Okay, so I keep checking stuff. How much we're gonna find up here, though?
Spectre status recognized.
Okay, so we're already in here. We are Paragon. I like my good characters. Sure, it makes Shepard a little boring, but Shepard's not really the focus of interesting character work. That's the rest of the cast.
The Council. You saved their lives. And for what? Apologies that boil down to maybe later. If we don't figure out something, maybe later will be an epitaph on a mass grave of 11 billion.
I know what I'm gonna do. What are you gonna do?
Humanity has created some goodwill in the galaxy. Now we cash in our chips. I will get what funding I can, what materials I can, and spread the message. Help the humans, help yourselves. I'll institute a draft in our colonies and order all civilian ships armed. Work on the Prothean device will be around the clock.
Right, Kitty? Heck yeah. That's what makes up a good RPG.
I should go.
I'll be here.
Udina's getting serious. See what else we can find out.
Hello, Commander Shepard. Welcome to Citadel Embassies.
Do I know you?
I am Avina, a fully interactive virtual intelligence.
You're a VI?
Yes, I provide guidance at predetermined locations of interest throughout the Citadel. The current human ambassador is Commander Bailey is the CSEC officer on duty. You will find him in the Citadel Security District office.
That's it.
Please speak with...
Thank you. Cutie's here, by the way.
Hi, Cutie.
She's having allergy issues, too.
That's worst. You okay?
Thank you.
Yeah. Wow, it's really loud. Oh, just the TV's really loud. Turn it down when I get back up there. I'm trying to work on the cardboard.
How's it going?
There's a lot of cardboard.
Might just have to set it next to it.
I don't think we're allowed to do that.
What?
If it's not in the receptacle, I don't think they're supposed to take it.
Or on top of it? If it's on top of it.
Maybe. I mean, I'll get most of it, I'm sure.
Sure you have it the size of a wallet.
I've been cutting it up into small pieces so it'll all actually fit. Yeah.
Good project.
It's kind of fun, actually.
That's good.
I'm weird like that. I'm still really tired for no real reason, though.
You need a sleep apnea machine.
Yeah, for sure.
Well, at least you had 2 days off.
I know. It'd be so nice. So nice.
And then we're in Spokane next week.
Yeah. Yep. Yep.
I believe this.
Greetings.
Okay.
Love you.
Love you. Not that big of an area. I feel like I should be able to find whatever else they want me to find here. You have to go to a different area.
Welcome, Commander Shepard. Please select the destination. 1 moment, please. Now arriving at Presidium Commons.
I think I'm ready to end it with him. Things weren't great.
So, you want us to enlist as soldiers? Isn't there anything else we can do?
The military needs everyone they can get.
None of us knows how to fight.
The Alliance can use your help. There's plenty of non-combat roles.
Thanks. Who is that?
The first human Spectre.
Wow, Commander Shepard?
He thinks we could do some good.
Okay.
Welcome to Kanala Exports.
My blood dragon armor! I can afford it! Yay!
At Kanala Exports, we believe
That's cool armor.
is a strong heart.
Reckoner at night.
Kanala Exports is pleased to offer goods for security and peace of mind.
Yes.
Cultivating serenity is possible even during times of crisis. We appreciate
And some koi fish.
Overcharging for goods, denying refugees basic services. I wouldn't go to...
Welcome to Elkos Combine Arsenal Supplies.
He would not be allowed to sell Geth weaponry here.
Goods can only be returned for store credit.
Certainly. Look me up. Business will keep me here for
Don't
some
be left out in
time.
the cold. Ask about our full service warranties. Elkos Combine. If it exists, we carry
Can't wait to have my Blood Dragon armor back on. That's like the best armor. It's so cool looking. Plus I'm a huge Dragon Age fanboy, so... There's gotta be info down here then. I'm not sure where to go. Say just to investigate the area, you know. Around until I find something from somebody. I'm eating.
Hello, Shepard.
You look like you're gathering data.
That is a safe assumption.
Anything big and world-shaking? Man's inhumanity to man? Does objective reality exist? That kind of thing.
I was running scenarios in my head to analyze Jeff's behavior. I believe he has a strong affectionate attachment to me, but he has not stated it to anyone yet. Shepard, you have first-hand sexual experience. How do you know when someone is romantically invested?
They'll usually show signs they can't stop thinking about you. You know, asking you out, giving you presents, maybe playing music.
I lack material wants other than hardware and software upgrades, and my core programming does not assign values to music. Perhaps we could discuss how to provoke Jeff into an emotional commitment.
That's not how to think of it. It's got to be natural. You need chemistry.
I see. There are a number of pharmaceuticals I could inject to simulate the desired emotional state.
No, I mean relax and do something you both like. Something simple. For example, you both like humor.
Correct. I will see if there are comedic entertainment shows being presented on the Citadel. Scanning. Do you think he would like The Man Who Hung Himself? It appears to be about an amorous plastic surgeon.
Edie, the important thing is to have a good time wherever you go. And if you're having fun, he probably will too.
Then the outcome is an unknown quantity. But you are saying I should attempt it anyway.
Nobody ever fell in love without being a little bit brave.
I see. I believe you have improved my chances, Shepard. Thank you.
Go talk to Joker.
Hey, Commander, check it out. Big news. The Blasto movie is breaking opening week records. There's also a big expose on Quasar tournaments, tips on how to make your apartment look bigger, and, oh yeah, a big-ass Reaper invasion. These people have no idea.
When big events shake up the galaxy, people cling to what's familiar.
You say that like it's a good thing.
It's better than riots in the streets.
I guess. I just wish there were a middle ground. You know, a little less gardening advice, a little more war prep.
It'll happen. Once there's something people can do to help.
Meanwhile, they ignore the unshackled AI walking around the Presidium.
She run into any trouble?
No, she's my mobility assistance mech. Thanks to Vralik syndrome, I'm legally entitled to bring her everywhere. Finally getting some use out of those disability benefits.
I'm sure she appreciates getting out to see the sights.
Ah, she's earned a little shore leave.
Welcome to the Citadel gift shop.
Welcome to Nosastra Sporting Goods.
There's so many things I don't have money for.
All licensed huntresses may apply for hunting. Professional discount.
Bunch of shops.
I can't help you.
But your manager said you could give me a refund if I made an appointment.
You're not on my appointment list, and you don't have a receipt.
Are you keeping this guy at work while there's a war on?
Well, it's his job, right?
Actually, I'm supposed to be on break. Contacting the family, I haven't heard from in days.
Yeah. I guess maybe a war's a bad time.
Maybe. That didn't cross your mind the other 10 times you submitted this week?
Yeah.
I've connected with Jonas Sedaris in her cell, Commander. You can speak with her via that console.
Thanks. We'll need some privacy.
Of course. When you're done, you can also contact Commander Bailey from that terminal.
Who's that spying on me now? Ah, I see. Good. Arya's indentured servant has finally come to deliver me to freedom.
I want to talk with you before I secure your release.
Bullshit. You have no choice. And when I get out, heads will roll. Oh, yes. You've killed a lot of my people. Don't think I've forgotten that.
All good, cutie. Just been doing mission stuff.
You have to move on.
And I will, once all my enemies are dead. I love holding all the cards. Even in here, you must deal with me. I have all the power.
Is that right?
Yes, Sane, my second-in-command, is a weak-willed toady. If he had balls, he'd leave me to rot and take control himself. But he won't defy me. He knows better. Now get me out of here, Shepard. Tell Bailey to release me.
Bailey, I've seen Sedaris.
So she's crazy, right? It would be ridiculous to let her out.
She's a menace. Let me try to make this problem go away.
Sounds good. I'll hold the line until I hear from you.
Oh, sorry. We're eating spicy pork and corn. And I'm done. No more plate noises. Sorry. Hold on. 1 second. I started my diet like 4 days ago, so going good so far. Making you hungry? My bad. It was good though. Probably go get some water in a second. Just trying to find out where we need to go. Next one is near docks, holding area. Okay. Oh, look, they actually tell me where it is. That's funny.
Thinking of going? To Sanctuary.
There's Gnarl. So many things to do. I'm doing main story only 100%. I'm gonna do as many side quests as I feel like doing. Trying to get maximum war efforts, so definitely not story only. But not 100%, I don't think. Like, not like a platinum trophy kind of thing, but...
Crete, Bloodpack's leader. Arya brings
hands on the great Commander Shepard, Crete pledges the gang to her. We're just luring him into the open so we can take him out.
Not the best start to our friendship, Gnarl.
He's coming. Put your hands behind your back. Try to look like I beat you up or something.
This better be on the up and up.
Quiet.
Arya to look even more powerful than Crete thought. Her instructions on boarding Citadel undetected were one thing. Now this. Commander Shepard, want you to know, your head will be hood ornament on my personal shuttle.
Keep your distance, Crete. So, do you agree to Arya's terms?
Most definitely. Arya can use Bloodpack as she sees fit.
Wasn't talking to you, Crete. Grill?
What? You have my word. Now open fire!
Not him. Grill's next in line to take over. Arya's deal is with him.
Yes. Yes. I'm Arya's mole, Shepard. You've scratched my back.
What an ugly race.
I've scratched yours.
Word of advice. Don't double-cross Arya.
I may be ambitious, but I'm not crazy.
Uh-huh. Good work, Gnarl. Thanks for the gun.
Anytime, Shepard. Grill and I will let Arya know the light is green.
There's one down.
If we switch from financial GI.
He runs like he pooped his pants.
Welcome, Commander Shepard. One moment, please.
See if this is where we need to go.
Now arriving at Docking Bay E-24. Emergency civilian.
Bow. Aloon's doing some heavy lobbying for the Hanar to support the war effort.
So he's clearly not indoctrinated. Who's opposing him?
An unnamed Hanar recently posted here from Khajiit.
Yes, you can. Tell your friends to move their ship
It all
out of the
comes down to the war, and you trying to pull everyone into it.
Family's on board.
Would you rather the Reapers win? Sure you can't squeeze in a few more people, officer?
And who the heck are you? Oh, Commander Shepard.
Welcome, Commander
So back to
Shepard.
the
Select the destination. One moment.
embassies. I think there's one more down here. Yeah.
Now arriving at
We were already at this one. Are you just telling me ones I've already found? That's weird. It's like a glitch. That's the first one I found.
Welcome, Commander Shepard. One
So just
moment.
another one in here.
Now arriving at Docking Bay E-24. Emergency civilian housing.
Excuse me. What was your name?
My brothers and sisters.
Yeah, evidently, but the Batarians got hit the hardest so far. Terminus armor is cool.
State arms. Defending the hegemony.
Our government has fallen, but if you hold the
Stand strong for your people with Batarian state arms.
It's interesting walking around here with no armor on, though. Guess there's no like conflicts on the Citadel this time.
Wow. Arya wasn't kidding. The great Commander Shepard on a leash.
I'm here for my own reasons, Vosk.
Oh, sure you are. Anyway, tell her I'm impressed, but to do business, I still need my little problem taken care of.
Which is?
A Taurian general named Oraka has it out for the Blue Suns. He's raising a stink over our activity in this sector. I'll commit my gang to Aria as soon as Araka's dead.
There must be more to Araka's complaint.
We're just making little raids along trading routes. With Aria's blessing, I might add. Araka's just some military fossil who came out of retirement to relive the glory days and justify his existence. Losing him won't affect your war in the least, but gaining the Blue Suns, well, you know our work.
You seriously think I'll assassinate a Turian general?
Aria seems to think so. Or else, why would she send you? She knew the price. The two of you work it out. Oh, and, tell Aria I still expect her blue ass in bed with me.
What is it, Shepard?
You knew about this?
Can you be more specific?
Darner Vosk expects me to kill General Araka.
Who cares what Vosk wants? What he needs is for Araka to stop disrupting his operations. I figured you'd talk to Araka, see if you can get him to lay off. And if he won't listen to reason, call me, and I'll take care of it.
I don't see the distinction.
The distinction is that I'm giving you the chance to save his life.
Right. Why didn't you just tell me this yourself?
Vosk needed to see you, needed to realize who he's dealing with. Plus, if I have to suffer that scumbag staring at my tits one more time, I might have to kill him.
Yeah, he mentioned...
That I'm going to sleep with him? We all have our delusions.
His fingers are nowhere near his head. Shepard, do you know how this works?
Let's check on those Metagel supplies. Yes, sir.
Men, get ready for trouble.
Not here for that, Sane. Just want to talk about Jonas Sedaris' release.
Oh, you're the one coordinating that, right? My idea, you know. Aria came to me looking to gain Eclipse support. I'm leveraging it to bust the boss out.
Sane, you should run Eclipse.
Huh?
You can do it. Leave Sedaris locked up and make the deal with Aria yourself.
Aria would be a step up. And you think she'd let me run things?
I don't see why not.
Right. Right. Then that's the plan. Keep Sedaris in jail. I'll call Aria right away.
Good man.
Garrus, hey.
Shepard.
What's happening?
We convinced the Council to accept our wounded. Nowhere else to go.
How bad is it?
More dead than injured. 85% killed in action. We'll need a morgue soon. Not a lot of flesh wounds when you're fighting Reapers.
Do what you can for them.
A few of them might get back on their feet, but the rest... Sympathy is about all we can offer.
Any sign of your family?
Not yet, but I keep hoping. What about you? I'm starting to see some wear and tear.
I won't lie. It's been rough.
Well, don't forget to come up for air. There's a lot more war to go.
Hi?
You are looking at CI Model 1.7 AGB, Commander Shepard. Please see a store clerk to unlock a demo.
That's so weird.
You have a copy of a Shepard VI?
Oh yeah, the one based on that war hero? We locked it after some kid spilled soda over the hardware. I'll unlock it, but we've only got the demo version working.
I want royalties.
I've got a list of new Hanar arrivals, Bao. Forwarding it to you.
Damn. These are all face names. The Hanar names from the Alliance raid are soul names. And Hanar soul names are private. There's no public record. Can you get back to their personal communications?
On it. Maybe we'll find names there.
So how's the rest of the gang? Met up with anybody else?
Garrus is helping out on the Normandy.
He never could pass up a good fight. What about Jacob?
Haven't heard from him.
See? Jacob could have gotten me back onto the Normandy.
I thought you were happy with your memories of Keiichi.
Hey, I'm nostalgic, not dead.
She has the hots for Jacob, that's funny. You did it, B-Pillars? Good job, dude. Must feel good. Must feel freeing. Now you can go swim around in a giant ocean planet. You defeated the monolith.
Shepard, the Council withdrew the release order for Sedaris. Arya T'Loak, of all people, got him to do it. Crazy. Thanks for your help, Shepard.
I've got it. A recent arrival. Zemandis. Sole name, regards the works of the Enkindlers in despair. He was with the Alliance team that massacred the Batarians. He's been on special research assignment ever since.
So you're gonna play a new game.
He got his tentacles on some Reaper tech.
Yeah. Played some. That's a good palate cleanser. Slainsbury is a good palate cleanser. Okay. Let's see. Can't even go in there. It's so mean. There's a door there and I can't even get to it.
Welcome, Commander Shepard. One moment, please.
To the embassies. Looks funny. Just stiffly staring right. He's just blacking out. Alright. Always love meeting other Spectres. This is like the first Spectre I think I've met that isn't evil.
Zemandis?
Or should I say, regards the works of
I was
the
thinking it'd be my off-stream game, but
it seems this one
I don't know.
apprehended, but confinement is
I don't have like a lot of time
cannot be stopped.
for off-stream gaming, so if the game really is that long, maybe I should stream it. I don't know. If I'm getting really into it, I might just start streaming it. Might go skeptical if I stick to it. I mean, it's fun so far.
Why are you trying to help the Reapers? We obtained information regarding the Enkindlers from classified sources. The Enkindlers? You mean the Protheans? Yes. As you are aware, Commander Shepard, the Protheans eventually became the Collectors, and the Collectors served the Reapers. You have got to be
I
kidding.
guess. I don't know. It's an
Therefore,
RPG. I'm an RPG guy.
The Enkindlers. We too must serve the Reapers. You big, stupid jellyfish.
You know, I support religious freedom for all species, but that's just crazy.
Your skepticism does not matter.
When the Enkindlers uplift us as their chosen...
I mean, I don't have anything new to play until Skyward Sword comes out next month, so maybe we'll just really hammer in with Pillars of Eternity 2.
You're insane, and we can't allow you to endanger your planet. We're taking you into custody.
How do you take this thing into custody?
Your belief in your victory is mistaken. Our planetary defense network is largely automated. It can be disabled with a single
I know.
virus.
This jellyfish thinks he's all that.
Which I have just uploaded.
Damn it. Wait. A virus would be detected unless sent on low priority channels, which have a time lag. I may be able to block the upload.
You may be delayed.
Help him! I'll handle this. Got it. Upload's disabled. Looks like we're in the... Wait. He's got some kind of failsafe. Get down!
Alright, that was smooth.
She was here the entire time.
She was an old friend.
I intended to arrest her.
She helped me take down the Collectors. And she just gave her life to save the Hanar homeworld.
There's no way they killed her
It was an honor
off.
to work with you, Shepard. When the time comes, I'll be there to return the favor. With a few
That would be
friends.
such a lame death for her. And Jellyfish just got shot. She better not have just died.
You can come out now.
Okay.
How'd you know?
Lucky guess.
There's no way you're recruiting me to fight in a galactic war.
The Crucible Project needs technical experts.
I'm not a scientist.
No, but you're the best thief in the galaxy, and you can hack unfamiliar technology better than anyone. They could use your help. And think of it. All that expensive tech just lying around. It's not like they're gonna check your pockets at the end of the project.
You say the nicest things. All right. I'm in. And Shep. Nice working with you again.
Join my team. I like your Shadow Strike ability. Kasumi-koto. Right? Yeah, I would have been so mad. It's funny, this game has the same, like, story game focus that Dragon Age Inquisition does. You need to build up an army. You go around and get all these forces for to build your assets. Which makes sense, it's a wartime game, so. What do we want to work on? This will be a cool one. I'm trying to do everything I can on Citadel right now, though. Blue Suns. There's still the General working on his way. Okay, let's go see if we can talk to Bailey real quick. Since we convinced that guy, the second in command, to betray the douchey Asari lady.
It never rains, but it pours, eh, Shepard?
That bad, huh?
Things here are getting tense. So many refugees scuttling about, rumors flying about the war. People are walking around eyeballing each other, and we can't keep up with the reports on suspicious behavior.
It'll probably get worse before it gets better, Bailey.
Yeah, if it ever gets better.
Alright, let's go back down and check for Celigan. Maybe the second in command's there. You side with, and your decisions affect the ending, just FYI. Okay, cool. Sweet. Yeah. Until I beat this game, I'm probably going to play it off-cast, but then once I beat this, I'll probably start streaming it.
Select the destination. Area tagged of 1 moment, please.
1 moment, please. 1 moment.
Now arriving at Presidium Commons. Have you decided how to tell him?
I don't know, but Ken's message is so important. We switched from financial BI to military
General Oraka.
Commander Shepard.
You're General Oraka?
Reinstated.
Maybe, cutie.
The Blue Sun.
That just take some allergy medicine.
I need to do my part.
Maybe wear a mask. You know, like your COVID mask. Maybe wear that and help filter.
I'm putting a stop to that. Those mercs are seriously jeopardizing the Citadel's ability to defend itself if the war comes here. When the war comes here.
There are other ways to secure weapons, General.
You don't think I've tried? There's a black market dealer on Citadel right now, but he won't sell his top-line arms. The Reapers are destroying everything in their path, and I can't stop them. But I can stop the Blue Suns.
Let me see what I can do for you.
I'd appreciate your help, and I'll have a plan of action ready if things fall through. We've got to keep kids convenient.
So who's the weapons dealer then? They didn't tell me who it was. Who's the weapons dealer?
Commander, unless you can find a new source of weapons for C-Sec, I'm putting together a task force to stop the Blue Suns myself.
I'll get you your weapon.
I appreciate the effort, but I've spent too much time out of action, Commander.
According to the Council, these galaxy-wide attacks are part of a massive...
3 pills, 24 hours, release, took weapon to sleep. This morning to go later today. Okay, cool. We're covered. Okay. I guess just kind of shower, mask up, and grin and bear it, I guess. I feel bad, because Jess gets affected by allergies really easily, too. For the most part, I'm pretty good with them. Is that one of you with the official business? No idea where they want me to go. Where'd we go to get black market goods?
Please select a destination.
One sec. Checking. Right? It's like, we're from this planet too. Trees, you gotta chill. Guys, I might go renegade with this part. Because if not, we have to, like, leave, like, the Citadel to go get stuff and come back and other stuff. I think we're gonna put a hit on this guy. Just to save time. I don't want to spend my entire stream today on the Citadel. Here, we'll save before.
Commander, unless you can find a new source of weapons for C-Sec, I'm putting together a task force.
Excuse me, General.
Good to see you again, Shepard.
The General won't listen to reason. Take him out.
Well, it was worth a try.
Do it. Do it! Right in front of me! Snipe him! Ah, you cowards. That's fair. Hey, I punched someone. It was the other Spectre that shot the jellyfish. You're thinking of trading in Rise because you're kind of getting burnt out? Here's a suggestion, Game God. Don't sell it. Wait for the G-Rank to come out and just stop playing it. If you're experiencing burnout, just stop playing it.
Welcome, Commander Shepard. Please select a destination.
I don't even know where I'm going. Hold on. Journal. Because as soon as G-Rank comes out, you're like, man, wish I was playing that again. Okay, we got some stuff we can do out there. We're tracking a Leviathan that people are thinking is a Reaper killer. Like an apex predator to Reapers. I'm gonna find this guy's son. We got plenty of stuff to do.
Commander Shepard. 1 moment,
I should take the sexy elevator. Ooh, look at the curves.
please. Docking bay D24.
Yeah. Alright. First thing I'm doing is I'm equipping my Blood Dragon armor. Oh, for sure, Fubar. If the Nets and the Clippers lose, I don't think there's a single team I wouldn't mind winning. Because I like the Suns. I like the Jazz. I like the Bucks. I like... What am I missing? The Hawks are alright. I'm surprised they're still in it, and it looks like they're going to beat them. Yeah, I like a lot of the teams that are still left, so if we can get rid of like the other two teams, we can make this like a really interesting playoffs, for sure. Yes. 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 Ooh. I got fishies in here now. I got koi. Plus, yesterday was news that like all the big stars are getting hurt. Like Harden has like a bum leg. Kyrie is out with his ankle or something. They said that even though he had the vaccine, that what's his face from the Suns might have COVID. At least they're showing symptoms. Someone else big is hurt. Oh, Kawhi is out, I guess, with an ACL tear indefinitely. Yeah, CP3. Yes. Chris Paul. Thank you. Like, there's a lot of, like, important people, like, out. Ben Simmons is a ghost. I mean, he's still playing, but he's not scoring. It's so weird to have, like, such, like, a talented player on that team, and he just can't shoot. In a game where the most important thing is shooting. It blows my mind. They gotta let Chris play. That's how the Suns will win, for sure. Alright, let's get off this effing Citadel. No. No, Ben needs to learn to shoot if he wants to be... Alright, I have to go to Dock 42. God damn it. Never mind. We're not leaving the Citadel yet. Fuck. Fuck! Dock 42. Although I'm super happy the Lakers are out. That made me so happy.
Are you Bray?
The great commander.
LeBron's like first round loss in like forever.
Save it. Just take me to Aria.
Follow me.
So where is she?
Shepard.
Aria. How dramatic.
There are too many eyes and ears in Purgatory.
Right, yeah.
This is about retaking Omega.
I said it's like the number one thing that kills teams is injuries, especially with big guys. Like the bigger you are, the more likely you are to get hurt.
Surely the Alliance has noticed.
Cut to the chase.
Right, yeah.
What's your plan?
Get them a dietitian plan.
I've amassed a fleet of merc ships. We're going to punch through enemy lines and invade. Once we're on Omega, it's a ground war. That's why I want you. I only accept the best. The leader of the Cerberus occupation is General Oleg Petrovsky. He's the one who ousted me.
Don't know him.
The elusive man's top military strategist and best kept secret. But all you really need to know is that he's a merciless bastard.
Sounds familiar.
Shepard, I know my reputation. I know I'm hated. I ruled Omega with an iron fist. But the people were free. Their lives were theirs. I preserved that. This man took all that away, and he is going to pay.
Right, yeah. No more super teams.
I'll give you everything. I've got ships.
Basketball is always more interesting when the teams are more balanced.
What's the catch?
I have.
That's why I want the Nets to lose really badly.
So you'll have to leave the Normandy and its crew behind.
My crew are professional.
Let's just say, I want you all to myself. Bray will provide coordinates to my fleet. Oh, and while we're still...
Isn't his brother on the 76ers right now? Seth Curry?
The fleet is hidden in this system. Signal me when you're on your way. Aria and I will meet you on the command ship. Can't wait to see what all the fuss is about.
Shoot him. Yeah. Well, he keeps showing up on playoff teams. That must be a good sign. Let's retake Omega, huh? I like how she has a whole fleet. Yeah, I'm so bummed the Mavs lost. They're a good team. Oh, she had an actual playable companion? Weird. Enhanced scope. Thermal clip. Add sockets, increase thermal capacity, increase the number of spare shots. Let's do that. Free shots are always nice, like extra free ammo. Sounds cool. Oh yeah, I get to do. That's a cool move, Flare. Hell yeah.
We're outshipped 4-1, and most of our vessels are transports with limited firepower.
We're not here to win a space battle, Jarl. We just have to punch through their line.
So you've commandeered a Cerberus cruiser.
The guest of honor has arrived. We can find
Luca, I think he has a very good chance of winning a ring, at least one ring before he's dead, for sure.
To strike a crippling blow, then my forces join the fun.
I think Kyrie is at. Yeah, Kyrie is a prima donna. He's got this big man syndrome because he won all those rings with LeBron. But as they've shown so far, with the Celtics and the Nets, at least so far, that by himself he can't win a championship. So that's why they had to bring in Harden and Durant.
A lot could go wrong.
The assault's been planned for weeks, Shepard. For now, just sit back. Let me steer.
Not the best start to our partnership, Arya.
How things begin isn't nearly as important as how they end. Bray, move through the relay. Signal the fleet to wait. They only follow on my command.
Cool shit. Do I like Arya? She's whatever. She's like, I'm a tough lady. That's it. Exactly. Yeah. If Kyrie was gone, that team would still be just as good. Durant is twice the player Kyrie is.
Cruiser, I don't have you on the flight plan. Identify yourself.
This is Captain Lance. Run voice recognition. Alpha Tango's head. We took damage. Seeking repairs.
Identity confirmed, Captain. Hold for approach authorization.
How did you get the captain to say that?
The hard way.
Yeah, she's fine as a character. It's whatever.
That's right. Nice.
She needs some nuance and more, like, character wrinkles to make her more interesting. Because right now she's just like, I'm a boss bitch.
Be patient.
Don't mess with me.
As close as you can.
Fire! Signal the fleet through the relay. We're through. Head straight for the station.
We're being hailed by the General.
Should be interesting. Put him through.
Arya, I knew this had to be you. You'll never make it. Call it off now.
You're barking up the wrong tree, General. But maybe you can convince my partner.
Commander Shepard, I've heard great things about you.
My partner here doesn't have much to say for you.
She's not used to being defeated. It clouds her judgment. A pity you left, Cerberus. We all sabotage ourselves in nefarious ways. Perhaps deep down you fear success. And Arya clearly thinks seeing you will unsettle me. Now it's my turn. I see you've gone to the trouble of augmenting that ship with Solaris armoring. An exorbitant waste. I've made improvements to Omega's outer defenses. My cannons will cut through you at will.
He sounds pretty confident.
Yeah, he does.
That makes sense, Game Gut.
So again,
Makes
I
sense.
say turn back.
Let's see what you've got, Oleg. End transmission. That went well. Set preset course. We're ramming the station. Everyone brace for impact.
What?
Omega's kinetic barrier will stop my ships from landing. I equipped this cruiser with disruptors to take it out on impact. Don't worry. We'll probably survive the crash.
Ram it! Ooh. There's some serious beams.
Shields gone. All systems failing.
We can make it!
Arya, don't be stupid. Sound the evac.
Damn it! Program escape pods for the station.
Let's go! Everyone
I like how
out.
she did all this and that was her plan. Just ram it? What a dumbass. Right? Yeah, they must really have complete faith in her or fear.
Guess that asshole really did upgrade Omega's outer defenses.
So it would seem.
We're in. How many hours have I put in the Legendary Edition? I will have to check.
Alright, what's our target?
Need to hit the defense system station. Shut down Omega's outer defenses so my ships can land. If we don't, they'll be blown to bits like we were.
Good shot, game good.
Got it.
Once we're out of this conflict, I'll check. I think we're sitting around 45 hours. Probably almost 40 hours.
This is what I brought you for. Ground assault. In combat, what you say goes.
Aria relinquishing command? I'll believe it when I see it.
I can be a team player, Commander. I know where we need to go, and you can get us there.
Okay, let's move.
Throw out my turret. Oop. That was a big boy move, man. Oh, his head is gone! Wow, I didn't know you could do that! I popped his head off! That's insane! Overload, flare. Who's left?
Our pod
No, I mean,
remain active.
it's 3
Use
games,
controls
so...
to lower the blast door.
Even though people were calling me out for not doing all the content
Over here,
in Mass
Shepard.
Effect 1. Alright, one sec. I'll hold up. I have to hold off. More fitness, please. And we'll do level 2 overload. Alright, let me check. Let's see. Open up ye old Steam. It says I'm at 42 hours right now. So we'll probably be close to 60 by the end of this. 50 something at least.
Aria to fleet. You alive out there?
Barely. Holding our own with the Cerberus fleet, but Omega's defenses are shredding us.
Keep my army intact, Gerald. That is your only job.
Do it, Game God!
Tell your boss I'm coming for him.
I love having a turret. It's so handy. Didn't even see it coming.
Ground team, report in. Bray, you there?
Affirmative. But only 6 pods made it. Various entry points.
Rally them to you, then head for the rendezvous hangar. Start prepping for our ships to land. Let's hustle. Every minute, more of my ships get obliterated out there.
What do we got? This mofo.
Getting close. Those cannons have to be stopped.
Oh yeah, what's it worth it to you?
This way.
Make sure there's no goodies. Bunch of ammo.
The next area needs to be repressurized. Initiating.
Intruders located. Stop them here.
Die!
Oh, hi. Newt.
Tell your boss I'm coming for him. That's done it.
Inspire. That's a good trio. Play what you like, you know.
One of our pods.
We were lucky. Press on.
Can't wait for Elden Ring. It's gonna be so good.
Lost 2 more transports. Can't keep up evasive maneuvers much longer.
We're right outside the defense station. Hold tight.
They're here. Defend the station.
That's right. I got 2 drones in this game. Hey, hey, hey. Shut your bed.
Clear. Get to the controls.
Boop. Shadow the Colossus, it's so good.
Jarl, defenses are down. Signal the surviving ships to converge on the rendezvous point.
Should go back and play the remake eventually. Again. It's so good. It's one of my favorite games. You're on the last fight even? Oh my gosh. Cutie, I know you can do it! Just take an hour and do it!
Status.
Rendezvous site secured. Hangar doors enabled. We'll have them open soon.
Need them open now. My birds are coming in. Prep for reception.
What exactly is this rendezvous point?
That's where we're headed. It's a bunker I established on D-Deck for my more sensitive operations.
It's utterly impenetrable with its own secret hangar and dock.
Independent power source, life support, munitions. You'll see.
Arya, look.
Deploy to D-Deck. Investigate and await further instructions.
That's fair. That's fair, cutie. I get it. You don't want to be stressed, you want to have fun. You want to chill. I get it.
So it begins.
There's a good chance the General knows where we're going.
Then no time for sightseeing.
Lock and load.
Great. Stay sharp. You might get visitors.
Terrific.
Take the far exit. I've locked down the way we came.
Boop, 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 boop. Well, cutie, if there's one E3 conference you should go back and watch, there's a lot of games I think you might be interested in. It's called the Wholesome Games Conference.
We're causing a stir.
I recommend you check that out.
Feels good to let loose.
A bunch of Animal Crossing clones, and Stardew clones, and Pokemon Snap clones. And other cutesy stuff too, other satisfying, like, relaxing games. Yes, it was an actual thing, I swear. They had some cool looking games in there. Actually, there's a wholesome card deck builder, cutie. Let me look it up real quick. I just played the demo of it. You're on a train, a lot of cute animals and bugs and stuff, and you're, instead of fighting, or having conversations with people, and then the battle is the conversation, but so you're using different emotions as part of your card deck to help, like, convince them to get what you want. Damn it, what's it called? I deleted the demo too. Damn it! Is there a way to track what I've played recently? Maybe it's on my wish list. It is! Tracks of Thought. Here, I'll link it to you. They have a demo out, cutie. I suggest you check it out. It's, it was fun. It was good. Depending how much they charge for it, I'm considering getting it. Yes, Nick. Track of Thought. I'll post it in the main Discord, too. Yeah, I appreciate the pun. I could recommend a Death Trash to you.
I feel like I'm back.
How you doing, Nick?
Strange. What are those things in the distance?
Some kind of force field.
That's not good.
Wow. Rousing observation. That's not good. Might as well be Ruh-roh.
All Cerberus personnel, please review personal communications for updated assignments.
Some of my men.
Well, they lasted, didn't they? Hey, there's a turret behind you. Idiot.
We're getting close to the rendezvous. Let's move.
Aaron, can go back to sleep? We're gonna sleep at a normal time. Well, now you get to hang with all the cool kids, so good thing you couldn't sleep. Now you're hanging with us. Ooh, cool. Nighttime, cool time. I like how fast he runs actually in combat. It's nice.
I know that symbol.
Looks like a gang tag.
The Talons. They used to deface my property too.
Warning. Omega has been compromised. All Cerberus personnel report to station.
Yeah!
The Talon symbol again.
Could be evidence of a resistance.
Might be useful.
What the hell is he doing?
He's dead. Game Gun, aren't you the same age as him?
Max, take them out!
Those mechs are coming through the force field.
Stand still, you piece of shit!
She's so angry.
Bastards are fast.
Nice.
Need to check out that force field.
Good turret.
Over here, Shepard. Poor idiot.
Nice.
Something tells me these force fields are going to be a problem.
Are we blocked?
Not this time. Come here. This way.
Chat, let's talk some games.
What are you doing?
What's the next game everybody wants to play?
Down the line.
So what's the next desired game on everyone's docket? New or old? What are you hankering for? Life is strange, true colors. Good choice. You and Jack both have the same game next. Unless you're talking about a solo Mortal Kombat adventure called Sub-Zero.
Show yourself.
Spirits, look who's back. Arya T'Loak.
Irene. That's true.
Nyreen, what the hell are you doing here?
Playing cat and mouse, mostly. Just trying to stay alive. If it wasn't for these tunnels.
My tunnels. I'm sure glad I showed them to you.
If you hadn't, I'd be dead or locked up by now.
Arya doesn't trust easily. I guess you're a good friend.
I don't know. Are we, Arya?
Shepard, this is Nyreen Kandros, ex-Turian military. We go way back. I've got a lot of questions, but they'll have to wait. Follow us, we'll get you to safety.
I'll do my best.
Ready to put that gun to good use?
You have no idea how ready.
Irene, you look cool. Lift grenade, cool. Some cool powers. Try out some lift grenade, huh?
So why are you back, Arya?
To reclaim what's mine.
Left something behind, I take it.
Not something. Everything.
These companions are like my clothes, cutie. They're clashing, okay? Why do I have this? Do I have sabotage? I don't have a sabotage anymore. I don't have any of these. Oh well, I don't really use that hotbar, so... Let's go! It's kind of cool just to kind of see what kind of powers... What kind of weapon are you? Are you a shotgun? No, you're an assault rifle. Ooh. Look at them numbers. Hot damn. Will put me overweight. Son of a bitch. But I want it. But I want it. Fuck. Why do you weigh so much? Fine, I'm getting rid of my sniper rifle then. Better be worth it, lady. Yeah, but it affects my power recharge. I gotta keep it up so I can keep spamming turrets.
Arya, you were right. We're under attack.
What's the fleet status?
Still.
Oh.
Keep the enemy out. Lock it down. Now.
Lower blast doors. Lower the blast doors.
Fine, we'll keep this. Nice. But it bumped her weapon weight up. Damn it! I'm a weakling. Let's go, gang. Spiggity swooty for the minute!
Great. Why aren't the cannons online?
Something's jamming them. Trying to identify.
We'll flank the enemy. Get them off you.
supposed to flank? Oh, here we go. I want to try that. I want to try that. And I want to try that.
Omega's mine! Good!
There's a Cerberus engineer in here hacking the cannons, keeping them offline.
We'll find him.
It's me! No. Why am I not shooting you? That's weird. Oh, please.
Find that engineer.
Well, we're kind of squashed in between this, huh? Since I can't shoot that guy for no reason? I'm going.
Got him.
Cannons initializing. Aria, the cannons have to be armed manually.
I'm on
Oh,
it.
hi.
Focus on the Atlas.
That's cool. Oh, by the way, Nick, Mech Warrior 5, don't tell Sai. Mech Warrior 5 is on Game Pass for PC.
Head for the blast door.
Do it! Do it! Oh my god. Woo!
Nice guns. They'll keep the General's forces at bay for a while.
I say.
Let's get inside.
Bunker team, retract the bridge and lower the blast door. We're coming in.
It's so bloody out of nowhere. That's so weird.
lock it down.
Arya, I know this place is built like a fortress, but is it safe now that the General's clued in?
Yeah, I feel like a sitting duck here.
I have no intention of sitting around, and you both should know I assume nothing. And on that front, Nyreen, you left Omega fairly angry with me. I wasn't aware you'd returned. Explain yourself.
The truth is, I never left. In fact, I went to great lengths to keep from you.
I'm not easily duped. Well done. But why?
I just couldn't leave. Considering all this, I wish I had.
Well, you always said I'd be the death of you.
Nyreen has military training. We can put her to good use.
You're so quick to trust, huh, Shepard? Nyreen never approved of Omega's, what did you call it? Moral bankruptcy? Are you willing to help defend it now?
You'll find me very willing to liberate this station.
Your combat skills seem a little rusty, but you're still a good shot. See my duty, officer. Bright. Keep an eye on her.
Will do.
All right, Shepard, we need to move fast. I'm itching for revenge.
If you think I'm gonna let you carve a bloody path through this campaign, you're sadly mistaken.
And if you think you're going to change me, well, you're welcome to try. Once up and running, this bunker will provide recon and secret access to much of the station. I'd appreciate it if you would quickly eyeball operations, see that things are setting up smoothly.
What will you be doing?
Checking in on my forces. I need to know how many survived the assault before I can plan the attack. It won't take long. Join me at the command console when you're ready.
Okay. Okay.
All clear. Shepard.
Human. Human. Watch out. Okay, what I want, what I really, really want.
Arya wants to talk to you. Rock, you there? I swear, if you don't answer soon...
Mother Rucker.
I know. Where are you? Rerouting system.
There's literally nothing to do in here.
Supplies are gonna be tight.
God damn it.
Lost that shipment. You mean if we hadn't lost that ship?
More than made it than I thought they would. We lucked into it.
All systems operational. Full Omega schematics coming online now.
Let's take a look. I see. Shepard, those force fields we saw. The General has them set up everywhere.
He's controlling access across the station.
What are these dark areas?
Many sections of Omega are powered down. I'm betting power is being siphoned to run those force fields.
Find the source, priority 1.
And we'll need a full tactical assessment of all Cerberus positions.
I'll get on it.
Shepard, we have work to do. Our losses were significant. We can't field an army large enough to face down Cerberus.
Then we need to find allies. Story of my life.
We've confirmed there is a Merc gang that's still active. The Talons are resisting the occupation. Not my first choice, but they're all we've got.
Then it's time to play diplomat.
And if the current leader won't join us, the next one will.
Sorry to interrupt.
What is it?
I turned away for a second to offload supplies. When I looked back,
You lost her.
well,
We're locked down. She's gotta be here somewhere.
This bunker has secret access points to other parts of the station. Unfortunately, Nyreen knows them. Damn it, Bray. If I wasn't already short on manpower. We have to focus on getting the Talons on board. Shepard, I'll meet you at the armory exit when you're ready to go. But don't keep me waiting.
Keep an eye out for panels. I'll cross-reference with my station schematics to try and figure out where you are.
Good luck
Let's
out
go.
there.
Thank you. I'm here to chew bubblegum and kick ass, but I'm all out of bubblegum. So close to doing more Biotic Boss.
What's your history with this gang?
Some mutually beneficial dealings and some occasional violence. The Talons weren't even a blip on our radar until the plague in 2185. Your little war against the other gangs left a vacuum.
Not my intention.
Their leader, Darius, took advantage of the situation and carved the Talons a bigger piece of the local drug trade.
Are we enlisting them because they're good, or because we need numbers?
Both?
They're cannon fodder. We're using them because they're the only game in town.
You're gonna let them know that?
Relax, Shepard. This is how it works on Omega. Just let me do the talking and...
Commander, Cerberus forces are scrambling. Looks like an attack on the Talons. Judging from comm chatter, their priority target is in the area. Could be the Talon leader.
Looks like we fight our way through Cerberus to get to them.
Let's move.
Commander, confirming Cerberus activity in your area. Let's see if I can hack their comm system.
That's odd. Why would they leave crates of red sand lying around like this?
Maybe they had something more important going on.
Not Darius. Profit is the only thing that matters to him. Anything else can burn.
Well, let's move, goddamn. I got dying.
One of these air shafts should lead us to Talon territory.
Az here. I've hacked into the Cerberus comms. Patching you in now.
Power's offline.
There should be a control switch for the generator nearby.
Reactivate, there you go.
Looks like they were using this to observe the detainment centers.
So little I remember about this game.
That tower is the Talon outpost we're heading for.
Looks like the Talons are giving as good as they get.
Commander, Cerberus communications indicate that the high-priority target is nearby. Their forces will be directly on your path to the Talon outpost.
Understood.
Try some melee. Nah.
target.
Boom. Ah, oh. When your backup can't even get off the plane. Sorry if I'm getting quiet, chat. I'm getting tired. It's 3 in the morning. Just trying to finish this mission first. I didn't think it'd be as long as it is.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thanks.
Listen now. Last chance, Talon. Answer one.
Gentlemen!
What though?
I don't know, Cutie.
I don't think so.
Sort of. I mean, we get all the mercenary gangs. We get all those as part of the war effort. She's a unique-looking Turian. Have we just not seen a lady Turian before?
Take care of the wounded and scavenge what you can. I want us out of here ASAP.
Oh, she's part of the Talons.
Move it.
She's the Talon boss.
Looks like we found the Talon leader.
My. Nyreen, aren't you full of surprises?
Arya. The deception was necessary. I needed to figure out what your plans were. The people on Omega depend on us. I couldn't risk compromising our operation.
Not exactly standard procedures for a street gang.
When Cerberus invaded, the Talons were a mess. I brought new direction.
Alright, she's cool.
The General's been hunting us ever since. Right now, he's
She'd be a
attacking
cool
our outpost.
companion to bring along.
That's where I need to be.
We're done here, boss.
Right.
Excuse me.
Shepard, whatever you're here for, the answer's no. Kindly escort yourselves off Talon territory.
We're here to help. We'll talk about it after we reach your outpost.
It's a generous offer. Arya, does the commander also speak for you?
Not the way I would have put it, but that's the idea.
Thank you.
All right then. Come with me.
Come with me if you want to live.
You've improved your biotics since last I saw you.
You noticed the biotic grenades?
You always did like blowing things up, given half a chance.
What are you? You another assault rifle? Hell yeah. Cool. Oh, it's cool. It's like electrical. La la la, pew pew pew, la la la, I'm Shepard. La la la, pew pew pew, RPG, Zerby. All the ladies want me. Blah blah blah, I'm Shepard.
Rampart mechs incoming.
Take my blessing. That's fair. That's fair. I deserve that.
They left an Atlas behind to cover their retreat.
And he's down. Thought you guys would enjoy a little jingle. Wanted to give Nick another reason to regret not going to bed. Blah blah blah, Shepard. What is this gun? Is it still the same gun? No, it's a missile launcher.
Right.
Okay, I'm gonna have to use it. Fair enough. If you dodge, hit the button.
This way.
Where do we go? Okay. This elevator's spoopy. Is this back in the elevator? No? Okay, good. So wait. Wait.
I hope you're not afraid of heights.
Boy, am I.
Finally, little recognition. Where are you? I'm target alpha.
Oh, they're just bits. That's funny. This game's gorier than the first two. That kind of reminds me, like, that's one thing that's cool about Dragon Age Origin. It's like, oh, people can die and they can die horribly. That game is bloody.
Lockdown system's been compromised so many times it hardly knows up from down anymore. Nyreen to base. Need an engineer at the catwalk's entrance. Door's jammed again. This may take a moment.
You're not just using the catwalks as a secret passage to the base, are you?
A long drop is the best way to get rid of unwanted guests around here.
Midair.
Are those doors open yet?
They're working on it. They've hacked the bridge controls.
Oh wow, there's Atlases up there.
Doors open. Let's go. Hurry up. I need to get to my people.
Alright, yeah. I'm like, hey, wait, guns hurt people? Whoa, hold on. Haven't saved in a while, and it won't let me. Okay. I'm hungry. Food.
We'll be evacuating this location as soon as possible. Try not to interfere with my people's work.
Right, yeah. That totally makes sense for
Intel
sure.
just reported in. The group of civilians we managed to evac arrived safely at the other outpost.
It's a long mission.
Also, routine sweeps reporting nothing new on the adjutant presence.
Adjutants?
Creatures created by Cerberus. They eviscerate their victims' DNA, converting them into more adjutants.
Oh, zombies.
Some kind of Reaper-based weapon. I fought them before. They're a nightmare.
It got worse after you left.
Ew.
Cerberus lost control of them. Those things tore apart the gangs, then attacked everyone in sight. If Cerberus hadn't found a way to contain them, the entire station would be infected by now.
Keeping your people alive through that couldn't have been easy.
I did just eat cutie, but like I said, I've been on a diet for like the past 4 days, so I've barely had anything to eat, so
Now, if you'll
my body's like,
excuse me,
come
I
on,
have an outpost to defend.
come on,
The adjutants really got under her.
give me more, come on. Ooh, 9 points, cool. No, we're one off. Max out. We must have 4 maxed out things. That's cool. Not halfway. Oh my god. Should probably. This seems like a good stopping point then. We hit this base. If we're about halfway, then yeah, it's almost 3:30. I should probably call it here. I want some pizza. Is what I want. That's what I want to eat right now. But yeah, thanks for hanging with me, guys. I appreciate it. It was good seeing y'all. What's tomorrow? Friday. So tomorrow we'll be doing more Mass Effect 3. And then Saturday we're doing D&D. And yeah, I guess we're just going to keep playing Mass Effect 3 until we beat it. And then we'll start, I'll start showing off my Pillars of Eternity 2 playthrough. So, when's Mech Warrior? No clue. No clue. Actually, I have to look at the game first, too, see if I want to play it. Because some mech games, I'm like, yeah. Others, I'm like, well, I'll take a look at it, at least. Say, you had pizza, you son of a... Alrighty. Have a good night, guys. We'll see you soon. It's like driving a truck. Oh, boy. I'm going to have to check this out. I will take a look. Alright. Bye, guys.